Hi, and welcome to Sahasra Property Capital's new episode, Smart Wealth, How the Smart Grow Their Money. Today with us, we have Hema Jayaram. Thank you, ma'am, for coming on our show.
My pleasure.
Taking out time for us today, and you will be very excited to listen to her. She has great insights on diplomacy and emotional intelligence. Today's topic would be how money earns for you and not how you should earn for money. Welcome to our podcast, Smart Wealth, How the Smart Grow Their Money. In today's episode, we're exploring a critical but often overlooked skill in the world of business, that is diplomacy. Whether you're closing a high-value deal, managing stakeholders with conflicting interests, or navigating complex partnerships, diplomacy can be the difference between success and a deal falling apart. Our guest today brings first-hand experience in handling high-stakes negotiations with grace, strategy, and impact. We'll unpack how to stay firm without being forceful, how to manage egos and expectations, and why emotional intelligence is just as important as financial acumen in the boardroom. If you've ever had to negotiate, influence, or lead under pressure, this conversation is for you. Today's topic: how money should earn for you. Later in the segment, we will also speak about the power of diplomacy. In today's episode, we're joined by a powerful voice in diplomacy and negotiations for big business houses and rich experiences in fields of insurance and healthcare, Mrs. Hema Jayaram. Thank you for coming to our show, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
With over 23 years of rich experience, Hema currently serves as the Chief Agency Partner at Kotak Life Insurance and Director at Aarav Health Services. She has led large teams across the country, negotiated high-stake deals in the healthcare sector, and consistently ranked among the top performers nationwide. A 7-time MDRT member and a representative at global forums across the US, Dubai, London, and more, Hema is known for her leadership, vision, and commitment to innovation in both insurance and health services. Today, we'll hear about her journey, her insights on risk, leadership, and navigating the big-ticket negotiations, and what it takes to stay ahead in a constantly evolving industry. Ma'am, let's jump into it. Let's start with the basics. How do you define diplomacy in the context of business negotiations?
You want to start directly on diplomacy?
Yes, why not?
Diplomacy has been taught to us, I think, from our childhood, especially Indian houses. Our parents, when they raised them, in our times, I cannot talk about your time, but in our times, the man was the sole breadwinner. The mother used to take care of the home. So right from our grooming stage, when we were able to talk, she used to teach us how to behave with people. We all lived in joint families. We never had a nuclear family like today.
That enhanced the soft skills much better than what nuclear families
have. So our mothers, though they were not educated with today's all the degrees, but they taught us how to interact with people, how you maintain relationship with people.
Right.
You all lived in a joint family where you had grandmother, grandfather, your father's elder brother, younger sisters, the whole family. As a bunch we lived. I grew up in Bombay, I grew up in Agrahara, where our owners were 4 brothers living in one particular building. There were 32 people in one household.
So many relationships
to and all
tackle.
4. Yes. And so we were the tenants there, and we were all of the same community. So we understood how to behave with everybody, because any elderly lady had a right to whack us and say, your daughter is not brought up well.
So it's across age groups.
Yes. Yeah. So I can always say diplomacy in India, especially for people from our age, starts from your home. Your parents teach you, they snub you. We feel they snubbed us, but they taught us how to behave with people. So once you practice that, I think that you just have to ignite that light in you, and then it comes in your day-to-day life. Like today you have the HR who tells you human resources. Our parents were the best HR educator.
Right.
They told you, keep the family together. Here you say, keep the employee with you. There they said, keep the family together. See to it that it doesn't break. So all these were, we were homeschooled better than the education, with due respect to it, because today your degree matters.
Thank you. Because this just reminds me about my mother when she said in her younger days, there were 40 people, 60 people, and the kitchen ran like it was a restaurant and they didn't feel the hardships then because everyone worked together. So there was there were many things that came about in relationship handling. And I think also to survive in such a household with 40 to 50 people,
Very
you
true.
you will learn the life skills of survival, right?
My
So how
grandmother
to be
used to say, what is life?
Right.
Today, you define life. So you say, I need to own a car, a house, a cushy job, status in society, member of this club, various things. Today, you ask a Gen Z, they have a million thoughts running around your mind. But my grandmother used to say, what is life? You have your husband sitting and waiting for your morning coffee. You have water boiling because people have to take bath. Your son is waiting to go to work. Your daughter is pregnant, sitting at home. You have one grandchild running here and there. Husband is screaming at you, why my coffee is not come. Son-in-law has come home. So son-in-law has to be treated with great respect in India. We have to take care of his needs also. Among all this, after she gives the coffee and sits down and breathes for a minute and says, okay, the morning chores are over. That is life. So you live life. Yes.
And
you
wearing
live
many
in
hats
every
as a
moment.
woman. Yes.
You live life in every moment. So if you can understand and live and enjoy life in moments, nothing to match it.
That's what you heard. Diplomacy started at home for her. Can you share a moment when diplomacy played a crucial role in closing a high value deal?
With regards to any of my profession?
Yes, this is professional. So if you did come across closing a real estate deal or a healthcare, tying up two people together from different industries, what was your take on it?
Patience is a key word.
Right.
Okay. You have to forget the word ego.
Okay.
Focus on the end result. And when you say focus on the end result, my advice to today's generation would be never cross the path of the ethical boundaries. That's very, very crucial. We can make a fast buck anywhere.
Correct.
So I did do a deal. I don't want to mention the sector because it will become very prominent, where both sides were very strong.
Okay.
Both sides were phenomenally strong.
Yeah.
Both sides were very proud about their heritage, about the money, the brand they made. And I was a single woman in a team of 18 men sitting and talking.
Right. Take us through this journey. Yeah, this is very interesting.
It took me 16 months to close that deal. But when that deal happened, it was, how do I tell you? It was like my child passed.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a baby, it was a struggling baby. I would call it my premature baby. I'm struggling always with all the tubes everywhere, trying to keep it alive. But it did go through. And I won't say it was ego or something. Individuals or any conglomerate, after they reach a certain level, they have their own way of journey, their own way of belief. Okay. People of our times, I'm learning so much from today's generation. I'm learning so much from you all. I learn so much from the people working with you also. So if we have
it's always two ways. Yeah.
If it is happening that way, if you have that openness that I'm ready to learn from the opposite person, it becomes easier. But with two heavyweight conglomerates, you can't go and advise, why don't you come down 5 steps? Why doesn't he come down 5 steps? So
the emotional intelligence plays its role here.
What happens is you are the punching bag. So you get punched from there, you get punched from here, but you can't tell them I'm getting punched, You have to put it across.
Yeah, the bridge rather.
I would say the bridge also, but the bridge gets hammered, It gets hammered a lot. But the end result is good.
Yeah.
So if you feel the purpose is worth it, worth the hammering, any deal is not for you for that moment. You have to see what the deal offers to mankind.
Right.
So we are all guests here.
Yeah.
We are using everything as a free guest, right from nature to everything that's available in today's Mother Earth. We are using it. So if a deal could cushion somebody's life down the line, I feel there is no better earning than that, because it is your family which is going to get that blessing. So I don't look, when you asked about the emotional IQ, I don't look at this deal as a commodity or what I make out of it. I look at it as the dominoes effect, what is going to happen.
Right.
Dominoes effect can be measured when it comes to tangent with your money or in tangent with what you earn out of it. But when you talk about blessings, the happiness that are going to give many lives,
invaluable,
that cannot be measured.
But I'm sure if these two people who came together in the deal, it's always a win-win. There is hard negotiation, and you have brought them to come to a platform where both have come into agreement. I'm sure both have come with their advantages to the final yes. Yeah.
We knew, see, as a third person, we may not be conglomerates, but we know what this person can do, we know what this person can do. And I can say we are selfish because we know when these people join hands, how much it is going to serve mankind.
It's a bigger project and it's
Yes.
successful. So that's
so whether somebody gets happiness or no, that moment of pleasure that I felt at that moment is what I earned. And I'm not going to share it with anybody. I'm going to carry it to my grave. So that is something
very self-satisfactory as well. That
is irreplaceable.
Right. So when you're dealing with high-stake clients or institutional partners, how do you balance assertiveness with tact? Because you have to be assertive from not taking biased decisions or from one side, right? Because the other person's always looking at you that you're favoring the opponent or the opposite side. So,
okay, because I started my career with insurance.
Right.
And people say it's difficult to sell insurance. It's the toughest job. And in our good old days, when somebody in the family didn't prosper, like when we grew, it was like BCom, BSc, BA. Doctors, pilot, engineers. Beyond this, we didn't know about any occupation. CA was hardly spoken about because nobody made that kind of money for us to have chartered accountants. We were a socially bound family. Parents used to say, educate the son, he's my pension, get the daughter married. So that was how we all grew up. I still remember when my mother used to say, I'll educate the two boys for your basic graduation, get you all married, I'll stay with my son.
And also the age, right? By the time you graduate, they would look at marriage then.
That was there. That was always there at that time. So the profession-wise, something which was common when we had only LIC, it was like you become an agent because he's not studied. Then the whole family and the clan, pitied, empathized. Yo, that boy has not done anything or that lady has not done anything. Chalo, let us give him a policy, something for his livelihood. Right. I won't say out of pity, but just to see that, okay, he also has some name for himself. But things changed. After 2000, things changed. There was a sea change. My country changed. We started making noise across the globe. People came to know that we existed. We were no more the underdeveloped nation. We were becoming a developing nation.
And growing still.
Growing. Day before yesterday, IMF announced we are the fourth largest economy.
That's so wonderful news.
Yeah, so that
We're
makes
all
you feel
proud Indians. Yes.
You feel rich.
Yes.
It makes you feel very, very proud about it. So my industry was such, when you spoke to somebody and said insurance agent, they would run away miles away from you. Yeah.
Someone who's going to hammer something into us and take some ticket from us.
They have come only to take money from me.
You. Yeah.
And that also they are going to give it to my family when I die.
Right.
Right. But actually, I'm selling death in a camouflage.
Did you have a reaction from somebody saying, are you saying I need to die to give this to my kids?
My husband told me, if I can use Kannada, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮನೇಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಸಾಯಿಸ್ತೀಯಾ? How can you go and do that? ನೀನ್ ಸತ್ರ ನಿನ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀಯ. You didn't find anything better than this. I said, there are only two truths in the earth.
Right.
First is your date of birth. Second is your date of death.
Right.
So it is already decided when you are going to die. It is certain.
Yes.
So when that certainty is going to happen is uncertain. So insurance protects that certainty which is uncertain. I said, you're ring fencing your dream. Every individual dreams. I'll have a family. You make a house. When you make a house, you have a door. Your main door is always double fenced with a double lock. And also that chain so that you see before you make somebody come. These are all materialistic things you do. But what will happen when you are not there? Human value has got only two things: financial value, emotional value. Emotional value is irreplaceable. Financial value is replaceable. You can replace it by giving them that comfort. Right. So if your dreams have to be ring fenced, you need this insurance as a security. So I looked at it differently. It was tough. The initial journey was tough. My whole family was laughing. They said, I don't know what is she going to do.
In my childhood, I was very keen on looking at advertisements, and then I did take that up as an interest and pursued my marketing. So I used to see, how LIC was so positive about death and they would advertise it openly saying, if you die, we will give you this to your family.
Very true.
But I think that is so important in today's world, especially when we have things like, forever it has been important, but today we have things like the pandemic, COVID-19 hitting, and we don't know across age groups when death is going to come.
The problem with us is the death is in the neighbor's house, not in my house. We were not ready to accept it. There are only true relations in this world. First is your mother, second is your father, because she knows who's the father. Rest all are introductions, whether it's your brother, your sister, your grandmother, your grandfather. So the same way, this is your second breath. I would make it more simpler by saying you have got a beautiful studio, cameras, good seatings, everything is there. But this doesn't make sense if the roof starts leaking.
Right.
And you don't keep looking up the roof every time to see whether it's intact. So your insurance is like your roof.
Right.
If you put any decoration to it, it's known as false ceiling. So you don't need a false ceiling for a roof.
Right.
So it's as important as that roof. And we clean the roof only twice or thrice in a year, not every day. Other places are taken
it's a good
care
perspective,
of.
yeah.
So it's like your roof.
Yeah.
So if you feel the roof is important, you will understand it. So when I came to tell you about marketing, you can't sell insurance. You can
Right.
only tell insurance. It can't be sold. It has to be told. You have to create the awareness. And then I give you the freedom to decide what you wish to buy from that, what you feel is apt for you. Two reasons. First is the money part. Second thing is your ability to invest at that moment, depending on your responsibilities.
Right.
So when you give them that openness to say, we are here only to educate you, please understand the concept and then take a decision. Take an informed decision. It makes things better.
Absolutely.
So my high net worth clients, most of them who are my agents, the names in society came because I gave them this opportunity. I said, tomorrow you don't have to tell my financial advisor looking at my bank account cheated me in the bank, or, I was taken for a ride. I said, take an informed decision and decide what is good for you and your family. Nobody will know your family better than you. I'm
Today's
a third
wealth
person.
advisors definitely insist that part of insurance is a compulsory in your portfolio,
Yes.
So that is good awareness that they're bringing from their side as well. That
So
insurance is a must.
Yeah. So when we go to market, we always ask them what is important to them, not what is important to my company or to me. So put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah.
So even when we do a recruitment of agents, we don't take youngsters because they don't have life lessons. They don't have experiences in life. They may come with the best
go out and
connection.
convince older people to say buy
It's
life
not
insurance.
the question of convincing. They won't have a platform where they can understand what is journey of life.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody who's fresh out of college, bubbly,
They won't have the
sporting
conviction to say it
sporting a
because of
nice
life
t-shirt
experience.
and jeans and all over the place. I'm not selling a product.
Right.
I can't put up a hoarding outside MG Road and say, guy, when you die, this is how your family is going to beg on the road. No,
Right.
I can't say, please die and see to see what happens to your family.
Correct.
It's an emotion. And this is the only service which is exercised during claim or maturity. It's not an immediate feel, felt, found product.
Right.
Okay, I bought a product, I saw it, I used it, I know how it feels or how it makes me feel. No, we don't want to exercise the claim, but we want to exercise a maturity. So it's a futuristic service. So in futuristic service, you need more patience.
Yeah.
You have to walk the mile with them. You just can't walk for a few steps, but you
And
have
like
to see
you said, and you won't see it passing on to our next generation.
Yes. So it's
How,
crucial.
yeah, that's wonderful. How do you handle situations where there is a significant disagreement or conflict of interest during a negotiation?
In my industry, I won't say conflict of interest, but trust is a big factor.
Right.
Okay, you are talking to me about a service which is going to come 20 years down the line, 30 years down the line. How do you assure me? So I have a client from Texas Instrument. Of course, I have no issues in taking his name, Mr. Ramanujam. He made me come to his office 9 times, not once. And he would call me and he would discuss. And in my office, my nickname became Ramanujam. They'll say, Texas Instrument Ramanujam has called Hema. To what extent he went is, first he wanted to know about the company. So you spend 2 sittings talking to him about the security, the guarantees of the company, the RBRA, the IRDA boundings of the company, how the government secures the money, how your money is safe, how the company is safe. You finish 2 meetings in it. 3rd meeting, he wants to talk about the product. So 3rd meeting you do with the product. Doing this, he finished 6 meetings.
Okay.
In the 7th meeting, he tells me, I want a guarantee from your company saying that, whatever bonuses they have declared is written in the bond. We give him that also. After that 8th meeting, he calls again and he still has some issues. He tells me, in your policy bond, it's written if a claim is unclear or if the company is not very happy with the claim, they have a right to exhume the body. But I'm a Hindu. I'm going to be cremated. So what will you exhume?
Okay.
So I said, this guy is gone nuts. To what extent is he going to tell me you exhume my body? I said,
Did your company have to rewrite so many things?
In my heart, I thought it was my primary days of the business. I said, after all, I came to you for my policy and I'm going to make few thousands out of it. And you are making me redo the entire company structure. But I went back. I went back, I told the company, they answered him because I was as an agent, so it was not very easy for me to convince that.
Yeah.
Then when the policy got done, everything, my company said, you are done with Ramanujam Hema. You need not go back again. Your commissions will come. 6 months of waiting, unbelievable. You worked so hard with him. If I go into the details of how I pulled one of the manager from the pub, because I had to go on a Sunday. And his mother told me, go to that pub and call out, he'll come. Then take him for the call.
You were persistent and consistent.
Yes. Only my husband said, you go outside.
Where are you going? Meeting somebody
come
else.
Back home, I'll take care of you today.
Right.
But we did it.
Yeah.
But
that's the focus you had in order to attain your customer.
So when you said diplomacy, after 3 months, he called me back again. And he said, I want to give you another 10,000. I said, first sitting for 33,000, 9 times you made me come. You think I'm a fool to come for 10,000 rupees? No ways. I said, yeah, I'll come. Yeah. I was very cordial and all. But he kept on insisting, you have still not come. I said, okay, chalo, let me do some, let me be diplomatic and go there. And I go there, he's sitting with 5-6 people around him. And he says, they all want to sign up. I said, holy Christ. All of them are going to bombard me with the same questions.
Yeah.
And it was nothing. They said, do you have the forms?
Absolutely, because you've already got their confidence.
I didn't know that at that time. I didn't know. And after that, he sent a mail to all the senior managements in his office saying that if you want service and if you want sincerity and honesty, she is a lady whom you talk to.
Hard work paid off.
So when you said diplomacy, in those 9 sittings, if I had just blown my temper or anything, it wouldn't have worked. And after that, Texas Instrument became second home to me.
Right.
The who's who invested. I started enjoying my work more.
Yeah.
I started enjoying. I was in par earning. I was earning 60% of what an engineer was earning there. So I felt without education, this is what is the money you make.
But it was your hard work.
Yeah.
And this also takes me to the Mahabharata saying that do your work without waiting for the results. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're passionate about your job, sky is the limit. Trust me, sky is the limit.
And you have shown it.
Yeah.
Thank you. So what are some common mistakes people make when trying to be diplomatic in business? And how can that be avoided? This will help our viewers today from your insights.
Don't try to please the other person. Be honest.
Okay.
You cannot be opinionated. You can't be judgmental. Be very candid. Be very honest.
Right.
And speak from your heart. The moment you try to deviate, today's people are very smart. Don't think the other person is dumb.
Right.
You may be good in your subject, but the other person is also not come out from slumber. He also knows a lot about the world. Be honest. It may be a bitter honest topic. It may be something which you know will not suit his needs. But trust me, if you're honest, you win the result.
Would you say listen more?
Be a patient listener.
Patient listener, yeah.
90%. Because I tell my team, insurance is 90% emotional, 10% rational. Okay. So
Right.
it is not like, oh, wow. See, nobody gets up in the morning and says, today I'm calling an agent, I'm going to buy a policy. The most important thing. No. I might have 20 saris, I'll pick up 2 more. I heard a sale is come there. I'll pick up a jewelry. I'll pick up an attire, an apparel. I'll do anything.
It's not on your priority.
It's not at all on the list. Forget the priority. It's not at all on the list.
How many of you have it on your bucket list that I need to pick up insurance today?
I'll tell you, we have, after 25 years of privatization, only 8% of the market is penetrated. I still have 92% virgin market. So we call them virgin because they're roaming naked. So the market is mine, 140 crores population. What more you need?
Many of you can see where you can place your career today.
100%.
That's nice. How important is cultural sensitivity in diplomatic business interactions? If I have to speak about, say, cross-country deals, if you have done in terms of real estate, so we would speak of diplomatic business interactions, especially when working with global partners.
When you talk about global partners, I will say you need to understand the laws of the land. The negative impacts a person. Never go with the pros of any deal. First go with the cons of the deal. I need to know whether the opposite person... See, nothing is 100% sure today.
Right.
We are talking about, again, COVID coming back. In spite of having so much boosters and vaccines, it's still come back. I heard about a death in Bangalore also. I read about a death in Bangalore today. So we don't know. So first, please place the cons. The reason I tell again and again, honesty is, I want a person to know what he or she is walking into with an informed decision that, yes, I am ready to take this percentage of risk. If you don't give them that leverage, because they trust you blindly. You go to a doctor. The doctor never tells, 100% you're out of it. He said, we are doing our best.
So, do you see that you have worked differently if you had to make a deal with a certain cultural similarity, say two Indians coming together and then handling that kind of a situation is different from saying cross border, someone foreign, someone from another country comes from a different cultural background, and how you had to deal with them?
A foreign country person
A lot of
Indian
FDIs
origin,
nowadays.
yeah,
So I'm
was
sure
more
your deals
easier
have come.
than a North Indian and a South Indian. Trust me.
They're very structured, maybe lesser emotional, and we carry our assets with emotion on
we
our
South
sleeve.
Indians are very conservative. As South Indians, we are very conservative. We do have our
I think
money.
that's the biggest strength
Yes,
today,
we are
especially in the
conservative.
real estate
Yeah.
industry. People want to work with South Indians because they are wetting every document because of the conservatism. And that's the biggest strength today. West Bombay and North
yes.
Delhi want to work with us.
Born and brought up in Bombay. So
Yeah.
I'll give you a bit of their background.
Yeah.
When we grew up in Diwali times, for once in 3 years, when you had to buy 2 grams of gold,
Yeah.
my grandmother, my father, my 2 aunts, my mother, they will sit and discuss. We are going to invest in 2 grams of gold, which is quarter pound, sovereign you call it. It was a big investment.
Yeah.
And then the whole family goes together to protect that 2 grams and gold and bring it back home safely.
Yes.
You can't go to a sugarcane juice shop, nothing, because you're carrying gold with you. You come back
Safely
home,
put it
safely
inside.
come, keep it inside. But I had the Marwadi friends there who used to go to buy palak ka bhaji and then enter the shop and say, "Kal 2 lakh ka maal uthaya." कौन से बैग में डाला सब्जी के बैग में डाल के लाया. So I used to think, yeah, the whole family goes together.
That's a good
For us,
anecdote,
it's a
yeah.
ritual. You're going and you're doing it. But,
Yes.
And we used to wonder, where do these guys get the money from? How do they make this kind of money?
Right.
And now we realize they are rich. We are also rich. We are not poor anymore. We are more conservative. We don't show off. You
The
go to-
approach to lifestyle is different.
Yes. You go to the north, the Delhiites are different.
Very flamboyant.
Everybody has somebody in
Delhi
the
and
PM
the rest
office.
of India.
Everybody has somebody in the PM office. पता है मेरा
Yeah.
बाप कौन है? पता है
Yes,
हमको.
yes,
So that's a dialogue there. So India is so diversified. You go state-wise, you go district-wise, town-wise, you go metro-wise. If you can survive in India, trust me, cross-border doesn't matter to you at all.
That's the very nice
It
way you
doesn't
knit
matter to you. Yeah,
all
yeah.
of it together. Yeah.
You can deal. Everything is available in India. I will call this a living country where you can experience anything and everything, right from your emotional balance to your diplomacy or how you deal with people, how you conduct yourself. I've got so many states here. So I have everybody and anybody over here. You divide, even when you go to Kerala, you call the Achens one side, the Malabaris one side, the other Malayalis one side.
Yeah.
You can differentiate them. It is not, I am not terming them as different communities, but the thought process, how they grow up, what they learn, it is so different.
The dialects are different to start with,
Their
even if it's
lifestyle,
the same language.
everything is different.
Yes.
When I grew up in Bombay, I think till 7th standard I was not very fluent in Hindi because I grew up in Agrahara with 8 Brahmin families living together, and we dare speak anything in Hindi. But we would get on our face. Speak in Tamil. How can you speak the other language?
Yeah.
School, we were forced to speak English because we studied in a convent school. But then when we come out today and see the effect of that,
It's a widely used language, Hindi, but they're saying there are 22 languages in the constitution, so Hindi is not only the national language.
I
That's
agree,
the-
but today I still feel knowing many languages help you.
Yeah.
When I asked you, can I speak a few
Multilingual.
words in Kannada? Though
Of
I am not a
course.
Kannadiga. It
Yes.
is like, you are in Bangalore.
Yes.
With your regular talk, you feel very comfortable switching off to the local language.
Of course.
When you go to a Tamilian and you speak in Tamil.
And we're
you are
very happy to hear you
Yeah.
fluently speaking in Kannada.
Yeah.
Even I'm Kannadiga, and yes,
Yeah.
we'd love to hear
Chetan Bhagat
Kannada.
gave us the name Tambram. So I'm a Tambram by birth. But you are very comfortable when you speak to somebody of your language.
In your experience, how does emotional intelligence factor into successful deal making?
Elaborate a bit more.
So when you're making a deal, you are counseling the two parties. So your emotional intelligence has to be at its best.
Yeah. So if it's a real estate deal, I always do it with the family.
Okay.
Because what do you sell in real estate? Real estate you sell.
Right.
You sell a house to make it their home.
Right.
So I always insist with the client that come as a family because everybody's input is important. Head of the family is different, but you're all going to make it your home. So it's a collective decision. So when you ask me emotionally, I see to it that the balance is strike there. The family has to participate in every decision. Involve the kids when it's a home.
And it's also important because it's a huge chunk of their capital going towards it, because the industry itself is capital intensive.
Very true. I agree to that, because this is the only industry where you can involve the kids also. Bring them and say, you'll have a room. What do you want to do and all. In finance discussions, you can't bring in the kids because they are too young to get into it until and unless they are college going and they want the family. I have not done any real estate deal or investment deals except the licensing work, which I do, where the family is not involved.
And how do you think the women play a role? Because I feel if we are buying a home, the women play an important role by saying, no, this is something, I know there's an X factor that I like about this place and I will, go ahead and buy. And then the compelling husband has to get into the negotiations of the finances. But do you think they play an important role?
If your day, the first meeting starts with the couple together, trust me, you can walk the mile with them.
Okay.
The problem happens when we give importance. If I want to do a fast buck, if I want to do a fast deal, I can just call the man and tell him, this is available, blah, blah, blah. These are the plus points of it. Take a decision. You are the decision maker. I again say in real estate, involve the family.
Right.
It's a home. It's not a product that you're going to buy and keep it in the bank, in the locker. No. Yeah. It's a home that they are making. It could be a farmhouse, it could be a plot of land, it could be something that they're building for themselves. With 7% of the people living in own houses and 93% of the world population living in rented houses, you are doing something which is very, very important to every individual's lives. Yeah. So treat it with kid gloves. Right. Don't do a fast sale.
Yeah.
World is yours. The entire world is your client. Don't do a fast sale. Involve the family. When you involve the family, you become part of their family.
So emotional intelligence is very important, especially selling real estate.
Very, very much. Yeah. In any finance-driven world, when the family is aware of it, they are happy about it. Yeah. There are so many ignorant women who say, we don't know what the husband did. We are not aware of it. Where they are ignorant. There are so many families which subdues the women and say they need not know what we are doing. With due respect, whatever is their cultural background. But I feel when they are treated in the same platform and they are aware of what is happening, the outcome is better.
Yeah.
In my daughter's wedding, I had around about 2,000 people attending the wedding.
Wow.
We come from a very simple middle-class family. My daughter had a love marriage. So we closed the guest list at 1,250. One of our relatives was because from both sides, the boys' family is quite a prominent family. They had their businesses. So they had guests from abroad and all. So I told, I can't stretch beyond 400, no matter how much I pull up people. So we said, since it was palace ground, the drivers and all would come. Let us keep 200 as walk-in. You can't go and ask everybody, who are you?
Are you my guest?
Yes. But the final count was 2,350.
Oh my God.
So unknowingly, since I'm not a tech person, I told my brother, cards ज़्यादा छपवाया नहीं, mail में सबको भेज दे. I felt it's very cheap. I've not spent money for the cards.
The EDMs.
Yes, all the mails have gone to them. I didn't expect to have 60% of people coming.
It's a sustainable approach also.
Yes, so that day I understood the power of, when you said emotional bonding, it is so important.
Right.
We were taken aback that all these people walk down to and you are not somebody very great. You're just a normal person who have sold some insurances to them. And when you had so many people come, you feel you're more responsible for this family.
I think it's also how you have built your connect with your customer. So they have obviously liked the way you have approached the deal, and that's what is paying off at the end of your personal, socials. Yeah.
I tell my children, your network is your net worth today, not what money you have in bank.
Yes, the relationships are a great asset.
Yes,
the biggest asset.
Nurture it, maintain it, don't spoil it. Yeah. There's nothing to match it.
Painstakingly, you have built it. So obviously,
I won't say painstakingly. I love meeting people.
That's a very modest way.
There was a very, no, I'm not a modest way. I'm a very talkative person. So my husband was a very quiet person, spoke only when asked for. And I would read the entire paper and rattle off to him. he would in monosyllables answer, and he'll say, you do the talking for the whole family, why do you want me to talk? So when we would have our fights, he would say, you even talk to a dog on the road, you don't know where to put a full stop, you have got verbal diarrhea. I said, I talk to a dog, even a dog can understand my language, look at the positiveness of it. You struggle to talk to a human being.
Yes.
So we were poles apart, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Expressing in words also, I think, is one of the skills that you can, come up to understanding the other person. So again, brings it to diplomacy. So that's one of the things I can say.
Shruti, this is a very interesting thing when you said expressing in words. People talk, but people don't communicate. Talking anybody can do. So communication reaches them. Talking is just loud talk and it goes off.
Yes.
So I always feel, I can't understand. Don't you understand what's going in my heart and in my mind? I can only understand verbal talks. So I say, guys, please communicate. I don't believe in looking into your eye and going deep into your eye and understanding what you feel and not. No, I'm a very simple transactional person.
Yeah.
Please be vocal about it. I can understand it better.
Correct.
So I practice what I preach. I
Right.
can't.
That's correct.
So I don't expect somebody to understand me, look into my eyes and say, oh, this is what she's feeling. This is the emotion. Don't take that trouble.
No.
4 words out of your mouth is more than enough for me to communicate to you and
Crystal
understand
clear.
it better. Yeah. Life is simpler.
Yeah. What role does preparation play in ensuring a diplomatic yet firm negotiation process?
I do a lot of background search.
Research as
Research, yes. I do my profiling. Background search is a wrong word. I do a lot of profiling. I don't walk into a meeting without knowing the background, the profile, what they have achieved, what has been their journey into any calls.
well. You're well informed about your customer.
I want to be informed. I make efforts to do my thorough search on that. I just don't walk. See, I can't. Today we know Ambanis are very rich. I'm not interested in walking to an Ambani's house and say, oh, he's so rich, I can go and sell my policy. Does he need it? There is something known as need and want. So where the need is there, the want is there, it's a big differentiation. So I do a background, thorough study of that family. I call it profiling. In our profession, we call it profiling. We at least want to have 80% profiling done before we walk in there. So
It's easier to close the deal also because you know
my subject
about
is a
them.
very dry subject.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to show in my hand except talks, and numbers. Again, as I told you, futuristic. I don't have anything now to tell you this is what you're going to get.
Right.
So I need some common subjects to talk to, and nobody is waiting there to listen about me.
Right.
I would like to know about them so that I can talk about subjects of their interest, which they enjoy to talk to.
Correct.
So that's where I say, don't walk into a meeting without being prepared.
That's
See, your teacher tells you, write in your own words. But then if you don't understand that subject, what are you going to write in your own words? You
Right.
cannot. Neither can you mug up.
Mhm.
You lose 2 words, you lost the connectivity. You don't know what to write. So do a bit of profiling. Do your homework.
Yeah.
Nothing is lost in doing a bit of your homework. Today, technology is there. You call Siri, everything she gives you on Google.
Yeah, a lot
Our
of
times
AI,
were difficult. Yes, AI is there. Our times were difficult.
Yeah.
So that is available today.
That's true. Can you talk about a time when being too diplomatic actually backfired or delayed a decision for you? Did you go too kind?
Backfire means the deal doesn't close.
Mm.
Okay, when you're too diplomat, it's not necessary everybody likes you or likes your way of approach.
Yeah.
All are right in their own ways. You look at life, it's a two-sided mirror. What you see could be opaque, what I see could be transparent.
Right.
So it works that way also. But then personally, I feel either you learn or you earn. There's no big loss. So I don't look at a failure or a backfire as a loss. I feel it's a learning
Stepping stones.
stepping stone.
What advice would you give to younger professionals who are entering a client facing or deal making roles?
Patience. Hear more, listen more.
Yeah.
First, take how much you can soak into you and then talk.
Right.
So if you're a good listener, you're a good winner.
Super. Are there any books, mentors, or personal habits that help shape your diplomatic style in business? But I think you also mentioned the way you grew up. So that was something that was innate in you for diplomacy. But in business, if you can put out any pointers read this particular book, or do you think it's
I'm a
about
big fan
personality?
of Oprah Winfrey. I'm a big fan.
Right.
I think in
Sorry.
late 90s, 91 to till 2000, her shows used to be broadcasted in the morning at 5 in the morning.
Okay.
And I used to get up at 4:30 and tell my husband, I'm going to teach the children and make them sit in the dining table and sit close to the TV, as close as possible, and hear her out. She influenced me a lot. We speak about manifestation today. I didn't know the word. I couldn't coin the word those days. But she used to talk a lot about dreaming and aspiring. So once she had spoken about a topic where she said, there is a common language among women across the globe. Please tell me, what is the language? So many people came up with, I'm just giving you the gist, I might not be right in the flow of the words, but many people spoke Latin, French, English and all. She said, no, it's a language of silence. Across the globe, women learn to stay silent. And she started something known as Dreams Come True, where she plays a tribute to all the successful women.
Right.
And they cannot be spoken by the family. It has to be a third person who looks at them and speaks about them. And she did a particular favor. I won't say favor. She made a woman, Mrs. O'Hara. I only remember the surname because I loved reading Gone with the Wind, and Scarlett O'Hara is my favorite character. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm in search of Red Butler. You
Yeah.
can't find. So this lady had 3 children. She worked. Husband was not there. All the 3 were daughters. She lived in a single room.
Right.
She didn't. They were using community toilets, community washing rooms, and all. And her dream was
Hardships, yeah.
hardships. And she said that she used to get the Walmart leftover food and eat. And her dream was to have a house and cycle for the girls so that they go to a close by school, come back home, have everything intact for her. And then she wanted to go to Miami and she wanted to have a holiday. And Oprah did this for her. She got her a
Wonderful.
house.
Yeah,
She got
she
the 3
touched
daughters.
many lives.
Yes, she touched.
And,
She's still touching. She doesn't
yeah.
know what she's doing. So in my top bucket list is meeting Oprah before she or I die. So I want to tell her what she meant. So she said, women across the globe never stop dreaming. You never know when the angels will fly down and carry you in her silent wings. So I used to feel, I'm a housewife. What the hell am I going to do down the line? I'm just cooking 3 meals a day, eating. I have got servants in the house. I'm doing nothing. I never expected or dreamt that I would come. But that
So the powerful voice and words of someone
100%.
traveling all the way across the globe
Yes.
can be effective on a housewife in India, South India. So,
100%.
yeah, why not?
She-
So your voice matters, opinionate, express your feelings. I think that's a very important
Yes.
lesson today. Yeah.
So she was my first primary motivator. The hardship she went through in her life, it was not easy for her. From the way she came up and to what
Yes.
she reached. And today also people speak about the black in a way, they speak about the white in a way, but she doesn't bat an eyelid. When she's doing a show, she's doing it with so much dignity and poise, and she doesn't play her emotion on the face. I love that lady.
Yeah.
So she's on top of my list. I don't know when. I'm
a
manifesting.
fantastic human being.
I have to meet her before I die. It'll happen. Look
Hope
forward to
I'm
it.
Around.
I'll pull you with me,
Yeah,
don't
of
worry.
course. Let's go and meet her. So, how do you see the current real estate market evolving, especially in terms of buyer behavior? See, because you have been speaking to many customers, and from the insurance and healthcare sector, you have gained a lot of your relationships with customers. And now, if we come to the buyer behavior of real estate, what is your take on it?
It's see, initially the real estate market, with due respect, was considered as a mafia. Everybody were not.
So these
very
are some of the common myths and misconceptions.
Misconception.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity to work with a small group known as Azure Capital, who were AFI funds in those days. One of our extended family was heading it. So they said, we want to get corporate governance into it. So they bought a lot of fund into that particular investment company. They did very well.
Right.
And they executed also. They walked their talk. But off late, at least after the COVID pandemic, I'm seeing a lot of change in people's mindset.
Yeah.
People now feel, I need a good home, I need a good car, I want a good lifestyle. COVID has taught us a lot of lessons.
Yeah.
So what we enjoy today is ours. Gratitude if I have a good meal, gratitude if I have a good home to live. I'm experiencing something nice. It is gratitude. Things have changed. Our times, our parents' time, adjustment, compromise, that was the only word they had in their dictionary. They compromised, they adjusted for us to live where we are today. But today, minds are changing. Today, everybody has money. You won't say there are dirt poor people whom who are struggling to do a living. Today, everybody is rich. Everybody is having money. There were times when
Especially post-COVID,
Yes.
the perspective for spending and expensive expenses has definitely changed.
Travel.
Our own travel as well.
Travel.
So our own project in Nandi Hills, we are coming up with residential plots and villas. And in that area, people were not able to sell. The biggest builders, say Prestige Golf Shire, not completely. They were doing good. But after COVID, the kind of traction they got was unbelievable, right? So people went out to say, I want a second home. I want a luxury villa. So that kind of market lift that we saw, this has happened across industries, like you said, travel, be it clothing, whatever it was. COVID did play a role.
God taught us the universal lesson. I hold the strings finally. It's not you who hold the string.
We're all
All your-
puppets.
Yes, definitely we are all puppets. So I always say to the youngsters today, I'll say gratitude.
Yeah.
You all are in the best phase of your life. I was talking to one of your colleagues in your office where I said, I envy you for your age. I only wish I was younger. Not that I've not enjoyed life, but there is so much to do. There is so much to bank upon. You are not having a meal, you're having a buffet, you're not having a local buffet, you're having an international buffet. You name it, you get it.
Yeah.
How you utilize it is up to you. How you make the best use of it is up to you.
Yeah.
Today you're a proud nation to say, I belong to India. There were a time when people looked down upon you. I went to Dubai last year and I met a friend in Fujairah, a childhood friend. And he told me, he used to call me his elder sister. He said, Chechi, 20 years down the line, we were very apprehensive of applying a tilak in our forehead and coming out because we thought they had no problem, but the fear in them was, we live in an Arab state, we don't know whether they will accept it or no. But he says, after Modi ji came as a PMO, he said, I flaunt my chandan every day. I feel proud to be an Indian. So today there might be some political issues among the nations. I don't want to talk on that, but there is more proximity and understanding among people. Bab's temple, one of the most beautiful temple in Abu Dhabi. You go and see it. So people want to enjoy everything. They want to live a good life. When I say they want a good life, home is what makes you feel nice,
Yeah.
You can face any battles in the world, but then you want to go back home because there is the place where you go and relax. So people today feel, I need to have a good home.
Yeah, that's one of their,
Yes.
many of our customers, the first thing they want to do is buy a home for themselves.
Yes.
So that is their first real estate investment. And then we look at other things. So
Yeah.
that is
So
definitely.
that has changed the mindset of people. We all know now more surely that your death is certain, but we don't know when. So let me enjoy.
Yeah.
Every day is a gift
Right.
by God. So let me enjoy it to the maximum.
That is true. How do you approach advising clients during market uncertainty or downturns? Say in times of COVID, your one liner that you can give me, saying how do you keep faith in looking at business that it will happen post COVID? It's just an example of a pandemic here.
I read the book Who Moves My Cheese. I think it was in that. Nothing is permanent but change.
That's right.
Adapt to change.
So there will be a change.
Definitely there will be a change. So if there is something permanent in this world, it's only change that is permanent.
That is right.
If you can adapt yourself to it, your life becomes much easier for you. And you're not doing this to please somebody, you're doing it for yourself.
Correct.
First you change to make it better for the other person.
No hypocrisy.
No hypocrisy.
So what factors should someone consider before investing in a piece of land or property according to you?
The background of the person,
Okay.
very, very important. Today, RERA is very strong in our country. The laws are very strong. Do find out whether your thoughts and their thoughts match. As I told you, you buy a house and you make it a home. So the person who's selling it should sell you a home and not a house.
So there are experiences which
Very, very
builders are
important.
giving a lot of importance to today. It's not only square foot today. So when we were chatting off camera, you were saying today in Bombay, people are buying so many
Crores.
crores of
5
rupees
crore,
per
10 crore.
room.
Yeah, and they call it coca. There's no more that square feet talk at all.
Yeah,
Not even in Delhi. I have friends in Delhi also. They say 10 crore ka ghar hai. So you're baffled at it.
Yeah.
We have not heard about it.
you can't do the matrix of how much the
You
square
can't.
feet is coming up to and whether it's worth it or not, because I feel it all, even in Bangalore it's happening, community driven
You see the hoardings.
gated communities.
Your 2-bedroom kitchen starts at 90 lakhs.
Yeah.
Your 3-bedroom kitchen starts at 1.5 crores.
Right, yeah.
We had crores in our time, but my spelling of my crow was CROW. 7 generation from this side, 7 generation from that side. The crows today are different.
Yes,
That's
yes.
only difference.
Yes.
So it doesn't go no more the square feet, acre wise, nothing works.
And there's a lot of facility as well, taking loans from banks. They are giving you a certain a loan at a certain percentage, which is affordable. Somewhere else you want to liquidate and you want to invest here. So there are different financial structures today which can help you own your home.
Shruti, I met many people after COVID, during COVID and all. What I found out about these families, they want to live well.
Yeah.
When I say they don't want to live obnoxiously rich or through a lifestyle, but they want to live sensibly and decently. They want to give the family good moments. Things are changing.
Right.
Things are changing. Today people are more family oriented. Maybe they might need a bit of coaxing to make them understand the values, but people have started understanding that.
Yeah.
In our times, it was with great difficulty that we bought a home. But today, my son who was just married a year ago says, Amma, tomorrow if I go separate, I need to know how to run the house. I said, okay. It's not that he has an intention of going, or if he goes, I'm wrong about it. But I'm happy to say that he's ready to make a nest of his own.
Correct.
Okay. A boy who never bothered about, what is happening, lived in the comfort of his parents.
Yeah.
Today says, no, we'll see now what is happening where. We'll also buy something.
Yeah.
I would also like to have something. It is not the property or the material that they want to possess.
Yeah.
As I told you, it's not a house, it's a home.
Yeah.
They say, na, apna ashiana banana. You make your own dream house. So any small thing is a dream house for them. So people are turning towards it. Realtors wise, I would say if there is transparency, if your values match, trust me, this business needs more educated people to come into it.
Yeah.
I want more educated people to participate and understand what is happening, and then take it to the next level. Otherwise, if you talk about homes, why is Dubai advertising so much about houses?
Correct.
About property. You go and see the houses, they're phenomenal there.
Mm.
Like, you don't know what comes in that sheikh's mind. I to salute that guy, the way he's developing his country, the kind of comfort he's giving. So why people run to Dubai? The weather is very bad in summer. Trust me, it's not worth. It is a comfort. It is a basic infrastructure. What all I need is being available there, which are
So the lifestyle choices.
Yes,
which
so
is
our
coming and
realtors
playing
are
about on
giving you
yeah.
that. You give them a good community. You give them a space for their children to play around. You do everything. They know that I am protected within my community.
Security, safety,
That
everything matters, and
yes,
there are so many
yes,
check boxes before I
yes.
can build.
So they want it, and if you can deliver it, you don't need competitors. You will have people coming on their own to you. Trust me. If you're passionate about what you're doing, nobody can stop you.
How do you help clients see beyond just owning a home and think more like investors when it comes to real estate?
Owning a home is somewhere where you're going to live. But when you look at it as an investment, it is something which allows you to have an easy exit out also.
Correct.
You shouldn't be, get stuck in a whirlpool where you have got into it like Abhimanyu's Chakravyuh, but you don't know how to come out of it.
Right.
So that has to be the main focus, that they're able to exit out of it with the same ease they entered into it.
Right.
So that's my motto there.
Correct. So entry and exit is at ease, and that you're looking at real estate only as an investment, not as an ownership.
If they have an ownership house and they're looking at multiplying their wealth, if they're looking at multiplying their wealth, why not?
Correct.
Why not look at it as an investment also?
Yeah. At Sahasra Property Capital, this is what we like to promote. The real estate industry is growing, and you're coming in to make your money with the growing industry. So don't be emotionally attached and hold on to your property.
That's very nice.
So real estate is built on trust. How do you establish credibility and long-term relationships with clients?
For me, it has been 25 years in the sales and marketing field. So I have built my clients over 25 years. So for them, it is like if I have done a research on something, they say half the battle is won. Then whether they like what I offer them or I don't like is up to them. But they know with regards to the background of the property, all the basic details which you need about the promoter or the developer, that homework is done, they are at peace. It's like, a restaurant is good, but it's not necessary you have to like the food about. So it's that way.
Yeah.
So I really feel if you do your homework, there's nothing can go wrong.
Correct. What role does transparency and diplomacy play in negotiations or resolving disputes in real estate?
100%.
100%. That's good. What's your advice for someone thinking about becoming a real estate agent today?
Please do it.
Yeah, it's a growing market.
And I would say, women, please do it because you understand the meaning of a home.
Yeah.
And I would say, don't take very young girls, take middle-aged people. They have seen the journey of life.
Right.
They can put themselves into the other person's shoe when they talk about it.
Right.
It is the market.
So there you see, it's a growing market, and she does advise you to come into this field of expertise. If you had to summarize your philosophy on real estate in one sentence, what would it be?
With regards to the investment or with the...
On real estate as a philosophy in general.
Great comfort.
Okay. That's good.
Great comfort. You're known as a landowner.
Right, yeah. It's a piece of the earth that I own.
100%.
Right. So this was a segment on diplomacy and emotional intelligence. Going on to our next segment, which is very interesting. Hema believes that money should earn for you and you should not earn for money. This is a very smart way of looking at it. And also there is a lot of hardships that go with it. Let's listen to it from her.
I'll handle it in both the ways.
Yeah.
I'll speak on the real estate front. I'll speak on the insurance front. Primarily started with insurance. So when I was selling first, so you had a set of people. So you go to them. It's your immediate family, friends, relatives. And you reach a level, your graph moves up. Then it plateaus. Because then you don't have family, friends, relatives. You have their references.
Yeah. So your first order is over and now you're going towards your second order.
Yeah, second order. When I go to the second order,
friends of your friends.
Friends of my friends, references and all. Once that plateau becomes straight, when the graph doesn't move up, then I start sinking down.
Right.
So all the effort that I've done in building the relationships or whatever done, I can't put them to any use. I have lost it. And then it becomes like I was once upon a time in insurance. I once upon a time did. I had my glory. You're not talking in present tense. So in insurance, we believe that start grooming agents under you.
Right.
So when you work, I have only 8 hours, 10 hours a day to work. But when I have 20 agents working in my team, I have technically 10 times, 20 times of what I am doing. Even if they work for 8 hours a day, I'm talking about 160 hours, which I cannot fill into my 24 hours time.
Okay.
So that's how the insurance sector works.
Team building.
Yeah. So today, if I sit back at home also, I can say a pension of 2 lakhs falls into my pocket without me going out to work. So that is the power of team that I've built. And for a single person, I think having completed my responsibilities, that's enough to lead a luxurious life. I can't complain about it. Same thing happens in real estate. When you said you buy a home where you live. Right. But when you start accumulating, whether by owning it or using it as an investment tool and reselling it, it is the same money that you're going to juggle around. You are not going to bring in fresh investments. That's where money starts working for you and you don't work for money. I have a client in Dubai who comes in, picks up a property at the soft launch, expression of interest time. And when the price moves out, he sells it. So he has some more money to it. Doing that with a 30 lakh corpus, he has come down to 3 crores corpus today.
By flipping
over a span of hardly 10 years. And that's big money. There is no investment which can make your money grow to that level.
Correct.
So he didn't believe in owning the property.
Right.
He said, "Mujhe tab nikalna hai jab it is doing well." So you learn. So when I said money works for you and you don't have to work for money, is do the right thing in the right time.
Correct.
So everybody is not in insurance and real estate. Also give them the right ideas when they can enter, when they can exit. And then come with the other plan where they can see. You have people who are only looking at rental earnings perennially. So they do a one-time investment. We had a discussion on that the other day. Then they know there is something perpetually coming to them for life. Again, that is a money which is earning for them. You are doing other things which you like. So it is on which part of real estate also you invest.
So keep your research complete and select the right investments at the right time. You're
Very
in the
important.
right place, in the right location when it comes to real estate.
Definitely. Location matters, the people matter, the
And
executive
detach
matters.
yourself from real estate as an ownership, I
When
would
you
say.
leave this world, you're going to detach yourself from everything. So enjoy the best when you're here.
Yeah. So look at it as a flip model is what you're
Flip
saying.
model also.
Yeah.
So what happens if something better comes down the line? I'm not saying flip model for making money alone.
Yeah.
Something better comes down the line. You shouldn't feel bounded that, oh, if only I had the opportunity to do something better.
Yeah.
It's not a mobile phone where you can change it every 3 years and say, I can still afford it. I can still afford it.
Yeah.
But here you can use that model. That time the money starts working for you. Definitely it starts working for you.
So do it the smart way. But till you find that success and smartness, it will be a little bit of hard work. So I think that's what is explained here.
It's like the bamboo tree.
Yeah.
Your moss grows, the creeper grows overnight, but the bamboo takes around about 4 to 5 years to grow. But when
Yeah.
it shoots up,
Yeah.
the height is phenomenal. Nobody can match it.
Correct.
So maybe the initial days you have to go deep down the earth to make the roots form. After that, sky is the limit.
So keep your foundation intact.
Very much.
And by then you would have earned enough knowledge in this industry or any other industry you're in. And from there you can take off by learning to invest smartly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That brings us to the close of a truly insightful conversation on diplomacy and emotional intelligence in business. In a world that often rewards speed and sharpness, it's a thoughtful pause, the empathetic response, and the ability to listen deeply that often make the biggest difference. Diplomacy isn't about being passive, it's about being intentional. It's the art of saying the right thing in the right way at the right time. And emotional intelligence? That's the compass that helps us navigate uncertainty, understand others, and respond instead of reacting. Whether you're managing a team, negotiating a high stakes deal, or simply having a difficult conversation, remember that how you communicate matters just as much as what you communicate. These skills don't just help in business, they shape better leaders, stronger relationships, and more sustainable success. It was a wonderful conversation with Mrs. Hema Jayaram. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
Keep leading with empathy, stay grounded in self awareness, and above all, choose diplomacy, not just as a tactic, but as a mindset. Thank you, Mrs. Hema Jayaram, for
My
coming on
pleasure.
the show. That was great. Audiences, I hope you did see and enjoy emotional intelligence diplomacy. And now you know how money should earn for you. Don't do it the hard way only, but also be smart. Thanks for choosing to see Smart Wealth, how the smart grow their money. Signing off, SHRUTHI SURAKSH for Sahasra Property Capital. Thank you. See you in our next episode. We would like you to like, share, and subscribe to our podcast, Smart Wealth.